Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is your reading for the new moon cycle in Taurus, which is May 6th through June 5th. Now, this new moon is going to be highlighting your third house. The third house is the house of communication. It is the house of our immediate environment. It is the house of speaking, reading, writing, in any format of communication that you're doing. It is our mental activity, it is our thought process. It is meeting with people. It is traveling short distances within our neighborhood or within our town. The third house has to do with our siblings, so brothers and sisters may fall in this house. Anywhere where there is communication going on, writing, reading, study, will fall in the third house. Now, because Mercury is retrograde, also in Taurus in your third house, and that is the communication planet. When Mercury goes backwards, Mercury likes to play the trickster on us. So expect some kind of miscommunications going on. Back up your computers, back up your laptop, back up your phone, any electronics. Make sure that you are saving documents that you're working on, or that you have perhaps a external hard drive or zip drive that you're saving things on as backup, because Mercury has the tendency to make our computers crash, and especially in your third house, the possibility is of that. Servers going down, losing files. So back up, back up, back up. You want to make sure that in your own communication that you are speaking very clearly, that you are, getting to the bottom of any miscommunications that may be happening with people. Make sure that if you're having meetings, that everyone is supposed to be showing up at the same place, because that can happen. Give yourself extra time to travel to work or wherever you're going. Expect delays, expect time for you to review things, go back to the drawing board. Don't sign on the bottom line this month until after Mercury moves forward on the 22nd, because the energy is very unstable and things may need to be changed. New information will come in. People may be changing their minds. The energy is a little unstable, so you want to start working on making plans, make your lists, write things down, draw up drafts, but don't put anything in stone if you can wait until the end of the month, because everything is subject to change, especially in your communications area. The third house also rules our siblings, so brothers or sisters will fall into that house. It can talk about any type of communication, reading, writing, text messages, phone calls, emails. Make sure that you are sending your message to the right person, because when Mercury goes retrograde in the third house, we tend to, that text goes to the person it was not intended to, and then there may have to be a lot of explaining after that, okay? So watch out for that. Also, you may want to get your car checked. Sometimes Mercury can cause breakdowns. Make sure that you have emergency roadside service information. If you're part of AAA, make sure you have your information there, or whatever the case might be. All right, and now what we also have going on is Jupiter moving forward. Jupiter has been retrograde. There are 5 planets in retrograde motion right now. Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, and of course I can't remember the next. The Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, and Mars. Okay, so 5 planets there going retrograde. So there's a lot of kind of delayed energy going on. Projects that initially started off looking like winners may have been slowed down. People are having a hard time making decisions. There's difficulty making progress right now. But as Jupiter goes forward, forward on the 9th, and when Mercury goes forward at the end of the month, the 22nd, we'll be in a better position to make decisions and see baby steps, at least, towards our goals. Now, when Jupiter is retrograde, it tends to bring situations that kind of test us, or unexpected developments. For you, Pisces, this Jupiter has been in your 7th house. So there may have been, you know, some very interesting, to say the least, or somewhat disruptive situations in your partnerships. This would be marriages, one-on-one partnerships, long-term relationships, okay? So when Jupiter moves forward, there may be a better understanding of where you are in this relationship. There may be a better, you know, ability to communicate with a partner, and there also may be luck and good fortune and opportunities brought to you through a partner. So perhaps, you know, again, your 7th house is marriage. There may have been delays or limitations on plans that were being made for a wedding, slowdowns. So you want to, you know, make sure that you're double checking your plans with party planners, event planners, or whoever's involved. And then when Jupiter moves forward, things should start running a little more, a little smoother for you, okay? All right. And with Jupiter in the 7th house, you may have been reconsidering a partnership. So there may have been some doubts in your mind since January about a marriage partner, about your commitment to that partner, or their commitment to you, okay? So many of my Pisces may be reconsidering their long-term relationships, and when Jupiter goes forward after the 9th, we'll have a clearer understanding of where they are in that partnership, all right? So let's go ahead and see what the message is for Pisces for this new moon in Taurus cycle. What is the message for Pisces for this new moon in Taurus cycle? The message for Pisces for the new moon in Taurus. All right, we have the Ace of Wands reversed, we have the Judgment card, we have the Seven of Swords, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Swords reversed crowning, the Wheel, we have the Hermit reversed, the Chariot, and the Queen of Swords, okay? And at the base of the deck, the Fool card. All right, so let me just take a look here and see. All right, so it looks like, you know, you have a bunch of major arcana here. You've got the Judgment card, the Wheel of Fortune, the Chariot, the Hermit, even in the reversed, you know, it still has spiritual power to it, and the Fool. So there is a lot going on right now in your life, Pisces, that, you know, is more than what meets the eye, okay? The focus right now, the focus of the energy around you is changes that may be going on in your life, and really needing to stay balanced and stay on an even keel as perhaps your surroundings, your life, your relationships, you know, your immediate environment may be changing. There may be changes taking place, okay? You know, initially I am focused on the Fool card here at the base of the deck, because this for me is the base of the reading. And the Fool talks about starting out on a new journey, a new adventure, new beginning, starting from zero, okay? So at somewhere in your life, you have taken steps or decided to take a risk. Okay, you know, what area in your life is that? Could that be with your immediate environment? Could it be in a relationship? You know, the reading here, there is a Wands card, Pentacles, a Sword, there are no cups coming up here. So what I'm feeling is that this is more about your world and how your world is changing and transforming around you and setting out on new paths, okay? A new understanding of who you are and what you want in your life and what your life is all about. Now, recently you may have experienced some type, slowdowns. So there was a spark of new beginnings, a spark of passion about something, a decision to start fresh on some level. But very much because of what I feel is the planetary energy that's going on right now, there's kind of a stalemate, okay, a stalemate or a stalling of that initial spark of energy. Now, this could be, wands talk about career, our job situation, so you may have been feeling some kind of setback as far as being able to make progress professionally, okay? Maybe there was a partnership that you began, and now you may be reconsidering this business partnership or a plan for expansion, and something has kind of, made you have to pull back and rethink your initial plans. Now, within the last 2 weeks, there has been a lot of mental activity, okay? So you're doing a lot of thinking, a lot of planning, a lot of analyzing, a lot of looking and looking at all the aspects of your life, perhaps your job, your situation, whatever that might be, and seeing where you can make improvements, seeing where things need to be cut back, seeing where right now I see you working behind the scenes, okay? So a lot of activity in the last 2 weeks or so, working behind the scenes, kind of back to the drawing board to see where improvements can be made. Now, this could be with your communication. Perhaps if you have your own business, maybe there was a need to see where you could communicate with customers or clients much more efficiently, okay? Where things could be improved in general in your company's performance, or perhaps in your own environment where you need to expand your vision, expand your point of reference, okay? There may have been the decision to move in some way to a new town or a new area in the city that you're working in. So I feel, for some reason there is a lot of mental activity that's gone on in the last 2 weeks. And as a result of that, there has also been kind of this awakening for you, like, a new energy or a refreshing new perspective on things, where you are saying to yourself, okay, some things have to be reborn, some things have to be cut away, some things that are dead need to be trimmed, and we need a new, fresh approach to whatever this might be in your life, okay? So there is also guidance, intuitive guidance coming to you. That on this card for Judgment, that's the Angel Gabriel, and the Angel Gabriel is blowing the horn there to awaken you to something, okay? So you may have received an epiphany about something, an epiphany about your life, an epiphany about the way you communicate. Some of you may be writers, some of you may be, bloggers, or have some type of communication vehicle or platform that you're working on, and you've decided to rehash this. this is a perfect time to do that, because as Mercury's retrograde, we're really looking back on what we've set into motion to see where things can be improved, to see where things need to be corrected. There may have been corrections that needed to be made. Mistakes may have been made that need to be corrected, okay, either on your part or on someone else's part who is involved with you. And that may have thrown a project, or as I said, a new beginning off balance, okay? So right now you have in the center of the reading, you have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is a message about money. All right, so I feel like you right now are about to or have received some type of information, communication. There's potentially, this could have come from an earth sign personality, which would be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, that is about money, either money coming in or money that needs to be paid out. Some of you may have children. Pages can represent children in our lives. So this may be a child who is an earth sign, again, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, and there may have been communication about that child, or needing to give money to that child, or needing to finance something for this child, okay? This can be a young child or an adult child, you know, depending on your family situation. I feel like there are positive changes happening as a result of this message, or as a result of this communication and planning. If this is about your children, this is going to be something that is going to improve life for them, okay? Perhaps they're changing schools. Perhaps there is talk or conversation about funding their education, okay? So this is going to be something that you feel is going to make a positive change for them, or be some type of improvement. Now, what I feel is, you know, with the Four of Swords here that is in the reversed and crowning, there is really a need for you to pull back and carefully assess your situation. So if we're talking about a project, there's a need for careful assessment. You may be doing this by yourself. You may be, you know, this may be a solitary, you know, a one-man or one-woman audit that you're doing of your life, or of your business, or your home environment, whatever that might be. It's something that you need to be doing right now, okay? You have the critical thinking and the analysis, the analytical ability to carefully go through this like, you know, with a fine-tooth comb. If we're talking about financial matters, you're needing to go through these financial matters because you need to see where things can be improved, what expenses need to be let go of, what monies are going to need to be going out. If this is, as I said, with a child or a relative situation, you may need to see where monies can be taken from or made, or what expenses can be let go of in order to provide additional funding for your child's you know, project or life or education, or, you know, to assist them in some way. In the near future, where we're talking about the next 2 weeks, you have the Hermit reversed and you have the Chariot in the upright position. So again, the Hermit talks about the need to find a way, the need to get guidance. You may be needing to speak to some type of professional or expert in the matter that you are involved in. You know, this could be an attorney, it could be some type of business consultant, you know, could be an accountant. So there really is going to be the need for you to seek assistance, to seek guidance from someone who has more knowledge, more experience, and, you know, more focus about this subject matter. It could be business, could be you know, financial situations. It could be just someone who can counsel you on decisions that you're trying to make. Okay. what I'm seeing here is that as a result of that, you may not think you need help, but you do need help, Pisces. That is what the Hermit is talking about. No man or woman is an island. At some point in our lives, we all need assistance, from those who have either done it before, been there before, who have knowledge on the subject matter that we need information and assistance with. So do not be afraid to seek guidance so that you can kind of find that light at the end of the tunnel that help can provide you. There is someone available who can assist you in this matter, okay? The Hermit also talks about feeling like you are cut off from the rest of the world. So, there may be this feeling like you have a lot of weight on your shoulders and a lot of decisions are on your shoulders, and that you have, it's all on you to keep the ship afloat, to keep your business afloat, to keep your your family afloat, whatever it is. But as I said, know that you are not in this by yourself. There is help available, and you should not feel alone, because you need to reach out to find out where you can get that help, and that help is available to you. Now, as a result of reaching out for that assistance, you have the Chariot here, and the Chariot is telling you that there's going to be a successful conclusion to this. You are going to be successful in holding on to the reins of this situation, okay? Not letting the horse run away with the cart, okay? Balancing sometimes difficult, chaotic, or turbulent waters or matters in order to keep things on an even keel and to reach your goal. And the Chariot talks about reaching a goal, being successful, getting there quickly and directly, all right? So what I feel is that as a result of seeking assistance, reaching out for assistance, you will find that you'll have that light at the end of the tunnel. You'll get that epiphany. And that will allow you to regain or to maintain control of your situation that may have been a little unstable, that may have kind of, had you wondering what to do next. At the base of the deck here is the World card. And the World card, again, talks about positive changes coming. Also, the World for me is a card that definitely represents planetary and astrological influence over the matter. So when I see this card, it prompts me to say to you, be very aware of how these retrograde planets are affecting you. Be aware of Mercury retrograde. In your third house, and that third house is our mental activity that helps us make decisive changes and take decisive action. With Mercury reversed there, you may be having a difficult time making decisions, or things are not clear for you. But know that when Mercury moves forward, there will be much more clarity, and that will be at the end of the month by, after May 22nd. Jupiter is in your 7th house, as we mentioned, talking about partnerships, so don't be afraid to move, to seek out to find a partner or some assistance. The 7th house, where Jupiter is moving forward for you after the 9th, also talks about managers, publicists, representatives of some sort. So anyone who partners with you to further your cause, who you partner with, okay? So keep in mind, that may be important for you as well. Also know that in the near future, in the future outcome here, we have the Queen of Swords. So with the Queen of Swords here, would represent someone who is going to be instrumental for you by the end of this new moon cycle, which would be by June 5th, which is the next new moon in Gemini. This particular queen, who can be male or female, it is a representative of energy, is an air sign in your life. So this could be a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. All right, male or female. And I feel that this may be the person that you are partnering with, the person who has the ability to assist you in this matter, to, as I said, to partner with you. This particular queen, the person represented by this queen, is a critical thinker, is a very decisive thinker, is someone who can analyze a situation and come to a very practical and a very well thought out conclusion. They are able to cut through, this is the cutting queen, so they are able to cut through the confusion, cut through the red tape, is a message I just received. They can cut through the perhaps the lack of clarity that you have been experiencing because of this Mercury retrograde in your third house, and assist you to make decisive moves and to to make the changes that this Wheel of Fortune is representing. Okay, now so this, be on the lookout for someone of an air sign quality who has that ability to assist you. Okay, now with the Page of Pentacles here, again, this can talk about monies and a message about money. So there definitely may be some improvements that can be made right now in your financial situation. You may have to just dig down deep, weed them out, and as I said, don't be afraid to cut expenses, cut things that are draining your finances, so that you can find the find the funds and find the support that you need, that may just be available for you, but you need to take another look at your picture. All right. All right, so I do hope this reading resonated for you, Pisces. Thank you so much for liking and sharing my videos and for subscribing to my channel. As I said, there are 5 planets in the retrograde motion. If you'd like to know how those 5 planets are affecting you in your individual chart, please contact me for a private reading, and we can take a look at where the planets are located in your natal chart and how their transits are affecting all the different aspects of your life. Thank you again. I will see you on the next new moon in June. And as always, I bid you love and peace and joy, and I bid you namaste.